So one of my obsessions is the spiral of time. It's something I talk about in my two memoirs, specifically the one where I talk about my Nana and trying to get connected with her and understanding who she was. And I'm also obsessed with Little Red Riding Hood. And so one day when I was out on a walk and thinking about things in general, this idea came to me and I'm so excited to share it. So I might look at my notes. So I have them in my notebook here so that I catch everything I want to talk about. But I think Little Red Riding Hood follows the, maiden mother Crone, that kind of trajectory. However, it switches it a little bit because it's mother, maiden, crone. So the mother is sending the maiden out to the crone, right, to the grandmother. And so this is where I feel like there's an issuing out to the child, to the maiden. And it's really about her connection with the crone that is the relationship. We don't really know about the mother in this space. And so I was thinking about this in the way that the line of ancestral trauma kind of works as well, right? So grandmother, mother, daughter, the daughter kind of comes back to the grandmother to try to like heal that process. So to return to break, that trauma. And so I think, so here we go. We have the daughter being sent out to take food to the sick grandmother. Trauma, right? There's something wrong with grandma. We need to look after her. Here's some food. Go take it to her. Little Red Riding Hood goes out into the woods. She strays from the path, but she's loving life. Everything's good. And then she comes in contact with a wolf, who could, in a way, be trauma embodied, which makes it really interesting when you think about the wolf pretending to be the grandmother. So and Little Red Riding Hood not thinking anything's weird because her grandmother was sick, right? So, I guess this is what sick grandma looks like, a wolf in her clothing. So if we say that the wolf is trauma embodied in a way that represents what grandma and the child and the maiden are working through, again, mother absent, it's interesting in the scenarios. So we have one where the wolf consumes Little Red Riding Hood and grandma. So trauma consumes them. There's no break. There's one where Little Red Riding Hood gets into the bed with the wolf. So in that way, it's accepting it, but also just like joining in on it. There's the one where the wolf eats, grandma and Little Red Riding Hood, but they are removed via the woodsman's axe. And I like that concept in the sense that there's a breaking, there's an axe, there's a cutting of a cord essentially that has to happen to release the grandmother and the maiden from the trauma. I don't like the whole addition of the woodsman in there, but it is what it is. And I think the other one is where she learns lessons, right? Where grandma tells her, this is what you do. Don't do this. Lock the doors. Stay here. We'll protect each other. Like they learn a lesson together and the two of them protect themselves. And that is what I love so much because right now I feel like, I'm really connected with my Nana. I never met her in life, but I, feel really connected to her. I talk about this in my book and I feel like that's what we're doing. Her and I are working together in some ways to stop the stuff that has been just kind of dropped on all of us. So anyway, my random thoughts on Little Red Riding Hood, the spiral of time, and I just thought I would share it with you today.